What's up, guys? Let me set this room up for Joey. We're about to have our mentoring session right now. If you guys want to sit in, feel free. We'll be going over the scalping strategy today. So let me just get this on real quick. YouTube's been weird lately. It's been like lagging a lot. So hopefully this fixes it. Let me just get this link out to Joey real quick. Got that set up. Just waiting for Joey to show up. 1 second. Hold on a sec, man. This scalping strategy is crazy, guys. Let me go ahead and get this going real quick. There we go. Show it right here. Hey, Joey, how's it going, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. How's it going?
It's going good. How's it going for you?
Been chill, bro. Been cool. The market's been like super crazy today, so I've been like chilling for the most part. But I mean, I'm trying to get in on this scalping, dude. Like this new strategy is crazy. I'm sure you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've been following.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Let me just send this link out because I know a lot of people have questions too, but I'll just have them sit in on it if they want to see what's going on. Yeah, Dejan was gonna sit in on this, but he has a meeting, so I'm just gonna get on another session from later.
Okay.
Yeah, have you started applying the strategy at all, or are you just is it still like brand new to you?
It's kind of brand new. I'm actually taking this week off because last week wasn't good.
It was messy, right?
Yeah, I blew my 100K.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that, dude. Yeah.
I forget what it was, and then I just went like really hard,
Like right after.
and it didn't work. Didn't work at all. I tried scalping.
Yeah, no, for sure. This one's actually working pretty good though. The new one, the new scalping strategy, like the win rate on it is like crazy high. It's a lot higher than I would have ever, anticipated.
Yeah, so I catch your when you explain it in like the live sessions every day,
Yeah.
but I kind of catch bits and pieces of it. I haven't really listened to you explain it like fully because I'm at work.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'll go over it with you right now. Let me see. My bad. I sent out the wrong link. I sent people the mentoring session from like 2 weeks ago. So I think they joined the wrong one. So let me get this over here real quick.
Hey, I was thinking for your live sessions during the day, if you're trying to get likes, why don't you like put a goal out before you start and make people like it?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because like the main reason for doing that is just I want the YouTube algorithm to pick up the video so that people can actually find K2, because I feel like a lot of people, like when they find K2, they're like, damn, how come I never found this before? And I feel
Yeah,
like if I was able to like just get into the algorithm, people will be able to find it. So that's like the main goal. But yeah, that's a good idea. That's why I usually try to do that at the beginning. But it just I don't know, I just forget honestly because I get so many questions. I just never get a chance
yeah,
to really go through that. And we get on for a long time too. I never really realized how long we're on the sessions for until I started revising them. Because today I checked and I was on for like 5 hours, dude. I was like, dude, I didn't realize I was on for that long.
yeah, dude. You're like on like the majority of my work day. I'm listening to you in the background.
That's funny, man. It's funny. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let's go over the strategy. So let's see.
Kyle said he'll be on in 10 minutes.
Oh, he's coming on. We can wait for him
Yeah.
if you want, or if you want to start, we could too.
No, we'll wait. We'll wait.
All right, sounds good. So let me just message these guys, tell them that I sent out.
Yeah, so I was looking at this whole GameStop thing, dude. This is wild.
Did you take the trades on it?
No, it was too late. By the time I figured out what was going on, it was already like 300 or like 200 something.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. They're hell pumping that. Like a lot of the big institutions actually took it off there, or they suspended it, so people couldn't
Yeah,
trade it. It was going crazy.
they from what I read is like a bunch of hedge funds got screwed.
Yeah, because they're shorting it, and then everyone was
Yeah,
going the opposite way.
there's a group on Reddit. It's called shit. I had it today. It's Wall Street something, and
Wall Street
supposedly on
bets. Yeah.
supposedly on there they were basically talking about doing this, and they're doing it to I think Express, AMC, and one other stock that's like I was just looking at them.
Yeah, I think they're pumping it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. I looked at it earlier too. I looked at GME. Let's see, GME is, damn, yeah, it went up, dude. That's crazy. It went from freaking 70, well, like at the beginning of the week, it was like $40, and it went up to like 360. Like that's unheard of, bro. It's
yeah.
so
And
like basically, yeah. Go ahead. Here,
no, I was gonna say that there's no future in this company either. That's what's like wild about it.
dude. Right? It's freaking GameStop. They were going bankrupt, weren't they? Or I thought they were.
They were close to it, I think.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. It's kind of like Kodak. Like when they pumped up Kodak in the beginning of the year too for COVID, because like another company bought it. It was like the Kodak company. Like they had their stock, but they just bought like someone acquired the company and they just used it for some COVID vaccine, and they pumped it up like crazy. I don't know if you noticed that before.
No, that yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, so like Kodak, the camera company.
Would they use like the manufacturing or whatever? I guess for the vaccine.
Honestly, I don't know what it was. I don't know what they were doing for it. They were, well, when a company just buys a new company and they just rename it, and it's just
Yeah.
yeah. Let me check Kodak. Kodak stock. I want to get the symbol for it. Oh, KODK. Oh, this is it right here. Yeah. So like basically in the beginning of the year of last year, see, it went from like nothing. It literally went from check this out. You see it right here on the screen?
Yeah.
You see how high it went?
Yeah,
It went,
that looks like GameStop.
yeah, it went from like $2 and they pumped it up to like 59, and then it came right back down.
Look at Express is the same thing.
Express, dude, they're
Express
pumping.
is like it was a
The clothing,
dollar.
clothing company, right?
Yeah, it was a dollar.
Oh, wow, dude, this is crazy, man. Stock market's insane. Look at that. Went
Yeah,
from $1 up to freaking $13, dude, in a couple days.
yeah,
And
it's wild. The best thing I read too was someone, I don't know who it was they asked the question to, but basically it was before like the hedge funds basically threw in the towel, and
yeah,
the guy was like, I'm holding my GameStop shares. He's like, I'm not selling it, so you guys better fucking get out of it now. So it's not even about just making money.
yeah. It's kind of like I don't know if you ever heard of that movie called The Big Short. Have you heard of that movie? Or
Mm-mm.
I think it was called Betting on Zero. This movie's pretty cool. It's called Betting on Zero. It's about that company Herbalife.
No, but it sounds kind of familiar.
So Herbalife is basically, it's one of those multi-level marketing companies where they sell nutrition stuff. So basically in this movie, Betting on Zero, this guy hated them because they're basically scamming people. It's like a network marketing company, and they
Mm-hmm.
were just trying to sell this dream to people. That like a multi-level marketing where they just bring people in, kind of like they like what's the thing called? They network with people, and every time someone signs up, you get like a commission, right? So
Okay.
it's one of those companies. This dude right here, I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Bill Ackman. He was trying to shut down that company because he was trying to expose him for being a fraud, and he just hated like what they did, their pyramid scheme type work. And then he just kept like trying to drive the price down. But then there was this other hedge fund manager that hated him as well. So He was like, well, he just went against him, even though he didn't believe in the company. He just went against him. And then this dude ended up losing like billions of dollars. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was just like a money war. They were like trying to push it to zero, the stock, but it didn't end up working. But this is a pretty good movie. It was on Netflix. I watched it a couple months ago.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, dude. Bet on Zero is pretty interesting. Super cool movie.
Dude, all that money they have, just give me a little bit of it, man. I'll do a lot better than messing with other billionaires.
Exactly, right? Just pass the K2 for a little bit.
Right? But yeah, that was when I was reading all the articles about GameStop, dude. It's just fascinating.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts, man. GameStop, AMC, there's just a whole bunch of companies. Oh, Billy's here. Let me see. Billy, can you talk? Let me see if he's.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Oh, there he goes. What's up, Billy? How's it going, bro?
No.
Not so good.
Not so good. What happened?
Nah, I'm taking off. I'm gonna take some time off and regroup. I gotta do my homework, and I found my 100K. I went ahead and bought a 50K, and that went to shit. So yeah, I'm doing
Already?
something
Oh,
wrong,
man.
and things ain't going too good over here. So now instead of keep trying, I'm gonna take some time off, like just from buying them. But I'm gonna continue to trade a demo, get my head right, and hopefully come back. And I mean, I'm not gonna quit, obviously, but I'm gonna definitely come back, and then hopefully next one will get passed. But I'm doing something wrong, and I can't pinpoint it. I think it's my emotions, to be honest with you. Like I'm closing, like even with your trades, I'm closing on trades, like trying to take partials, and then I see it go more negative, and then I'm just like, you know what? Let me just close out and try to save some, and then it turns around, and then you win the trade. You know what I mean? I think my emotions are what's really killing me.
Yeah, it's really trade psychology, bro. I mean, that's an issue that a lot of people have. Even I still have it sometimes. It's an issue. But yeah, that's probably your best option. Just take some time off, chill out, regroup. Get your head right, and then when you come back, you'll come back fresh. So you'll come back like brand new, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yo, Billy, I'm taking this week off already.
Yeah, me and Joey were just talking about that.
I'm so bummed at myself though, dude. Like it's because you know what it is. Like when I trade a demo, like you can ask Kyle, he gets so mad at me when I tell you like how do I say this? Like I really feel like I could trade, but the problem is that when I get on a real account, I'm like, all right, it's a real account. I don't want to fail. I don't want to do this. I overthink everything, and it's just like crazy. Like it really, like even yesterday, we were watching US 30. Now I took US 30. I'm like, you know what? Right before US 30 was about to break that zone last night, before it started dropping, I had a zone on it. It dropped. I took it at one lot, and then as soon as it broke, and I saw it was like, the breakout was happening, and it wasn't a fake out, I doubled up with a 5 lot. Because I said, watch this. When I tell you my only drawdown was $176 negative on the 5 lot before it went positive, tell me how $3,200 or $3,100 I made on that, but that was on a demo. But had that been my real account, you see what I mean? Like that trade, I should have been able to handle on my real account, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't care as much on the demo, so you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. And then when you're trading a real account, you get too worried and you get paranoid and you get scared and you get nervous and
what bothers me, I don't know. It really doesn't bother me. Like, and then like I don't know. I really don't even know what to say. I'm disappointed in myself.
You just gotta take a break, dude. Just catch your breath.
Yeah.
I said it too. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
No. I said another thing too. I don't even know if it has anything to do with it. Also, is the fact that like I get like 2 hours of sleep a night because like when I get home from work at 12, I'm up till like 4 o'clock, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning with Kyle until I go to bed, and then my youngest wakes up at 6:45, 7 a.m. So I'm up with him all day, no nap, until I go back to work at 4 o'clock till 12 midnight to stay up trading London session till 4 o'clock in the morning the next day to get another 2 hours of sleep. I don't know if it's just me being drained, and now my whole I'm just gone.
Yeah, dude, that would make a difference, definitely.
Because I'm not sleeping. I'm just really trying to get through this, but I think I'm just trying too hard. I gotta slow it down. I don't know what it is. I gotta figure something out.
Well, the good thing is that you understand that there's a problem. If you understand that there's something that you're doing wrong, some people they'll be in denial the whole time and they'll never actually learn from it. But from you actually it's happening, right? So that's the good thing, that it's happening and you're going to be able to grow from it. But you know, like what you always say, it really is just gonna take some time, bro. You just gotta chill out for a bit. You know, go back to demoing for a bit, get some confidence back up, and then you know when you hit the real thing again, you'll bounce right back.
The one thing I know that might be in my favor now is the fact that after I demo for a while, and then I come back, I already know what it feels like to fail. So I'm hoping that I will have a little less care. Like, listen, I already know if I fail, I fail. I know what it's like to fail, and hopefully that could give me that push. Cause like I feel like I know what I'm doing wrong, but I keep doing it in regards to closing things early.
You know bro, that's like, good. Yeah, that happened to me, dude. It takes a little bit to break that.
I'm like, you know what?
You'll break it. You'll break it.
I'm like, it's not going in my favor. It doesn't look. And then as it's like going more negative, I'm like, I start reanalyzing, and then I start seeing kind of in my own mind like a flip, like another trade happening, and I'm like, damn, I kind of see it playing out like this, where it's just my mind tricking me and then I end up closing, and it plays out the original way I had it in my mind. Like that is that's like poison to me, and I can't shake it. I can't that's what I got to work on is shaking it. Like
that's why when I told you guys to take trades or when I call a trade, I never make changes. You know, people always ask me for updates like, hey, do I do anything else? I'm like, no, bro, leave it alone. Because that's what the market does to you. Like they move price in certain ways to trick you and they make you want to get out of your trade and take the opposite. As soon as you do that, it goes back to what you originally saw. That's why, like for me, whenever I call a trade or whenever I take one, I make sure like 100% that's like I want to take that trade. And then when it does happen, that's when I do take it. But yeah,
today on your US 30.
Yeah,
I made like $1,000.
Yeah, it was like the one from last night, right? Where's the one from last night?
The one from this morning. I was already in US 30. You know how US 30 drop, and you were like, I don't know, guys, like don't hop on it because you don't know how far you said, but it may reject from this period. As soon as it rejects from that bottom zone, I hopped on it with a stop loss.
Oh, when it came right back up,
then
right?
You were like, oh, if it comes back up and it closes with a buy signal, I'm gonna take it. So I held on to it, and then it closed with a buy signal. I'm like, oh, let's go. But then it reversed it. But I had already closed out. But at that point, I had already failed my challenge. So like, I don't know if it was the fact that I saw it and I hopped on it because I didn't care. I knew it was already over. Because I don't know.
Exactly. Well, it was the same thing that happened yesterday too. Like on yesterday's trade here on the 26th, we took the trade and it went into like some heavy drawdown for a bit until it finally shot up. So let me see. We took this trade we take. I think it was this one right here, 630. So we took this trade over here for the sell. And I don't know if it went into drawdown, but it literally was just like stuck there. So I think we took this trade yesterday. And a lot of people are getting scared and getting out of the trade. So I remember I took it with you guys and I actually got out early too, because it dropped down to like close to TP and it came up. And I think at this point, people were already getting out of the trade because they were getting scared, but all of a sudden it went straight to TP. So like, I think like this is the same thing with trade psychology. Like they try to trick you to make you think that it's going to head up like from right here, like it's going to reverse back upwards. And then when people exit the trade, as soon as you least expect it, it comes crashing right back down to where it was supposed to go from right there.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry.
It's all good,
bro. How are you,
guys? Yeah, I put my stop loss at entry or a little bit above it, so it
wouldn't trigger, right? Yeah.
Well, even if it came back, I wouldn't have lost money. I mean, I get pissed, but at least you're not, going back in a negative.
Exactly. Like even with today's trade, I got out of that trade early because I knew, I knew something bad was gonna happen. So I got out of that trade before he even hit. So like for me, thankfully, I was able to lock in some profit. For today, I was actually in the blue. I wasn't in the negative, thankfully. But it could have ended up horrible, honestly. Because I had two positions running. For the position today, I had that scalp that stopped me out. And then I had two running positions. So I actually locked in like 600 something, where I was able to lock in like $91 in profit, thankfully, before it ended up, reversing.
Nice.
You're on the session, right, Joey, earlier?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't paying attention to the call, though. I remember where you guys were in it, though.
Yeah, I could have ended
because I already had decided I wasn't going to trade this week. So
yeah, no, it's good. That's good that you actually thought about it and then not doing it.
Yeah, because I did that months ago, where when I first started doing this, like I would take a heavy loss and it was like, all right, let's double up, let's go back, and then I would 2 weeks later I'd take another loss.
Yeah, that's why for me, I never double up on positions. Like whenever I'm in a position, I just take it. I know some people like to add positions on, like if they're in the negative. I'm like, you by doing that, you like basically put yourself in a deeper hole if that's the
You
case.
ever think of like if say you're in a position and it's going negative, if you were to like buy the opposite, wouldn't that like eliminate your losses, right? If you were on top of it.
Uh, oh, going the opposite direction.
Yeah, so you have your position, it goes negative. Say it's negative 75 pips. And then you buy, you sell or buy whatever the direction it's going. Wouldn't that save
Uh,
if you were
so
staying
so
with it?
so if you're in a sell and then you took a buy, or are you talking about if you're in a sell or if you're in a buy and it goes into the negative and then you take another buy from a lower point? Is that what you mean?
No, I'm saying like if you're in a buy and it's going negative, you take a sell. So you're technically making money but not making money. You're not losing money.
Well, that could be a double-edged sword because what could happen is it could like as soon as you take that sell, it could swing back in your direction. If that happens, you're in the negative on the other way.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
was
so
thinking about that.
yeah, no, well, that's like hedging. You know, you're basically it's called arbitrage. Like a lot of hedge funds do that. They arbitrage trades. Like they'll be taking one trade one way and they'll take another trade the other way, and then whatever ends up pushing that direction, they close out the other one and then they just write it on. But it doesn't always work out that way because sometimes price will whip. So it'll go up, then it'll go down, they'll come back up, and then it'll come back down. So if that happens, you get screwed. You get knocked out both ways.
Yeah. I was just thinking more or less like if you're in the US 30 and it goes past a certain point, you put
Yeah,
in another, you know.
So what I noticed is like if I was to take a trade, if it goes, so say if you enter a trade and it goes negative 1,000 points, odds are it's going to continue in that direction. So that's like
Yeah.
one thing that I started to notice. Like right here, if you're taking a buy and it went down the negative 1,000, 1,000 pips, it keeps going down further. Or like vice versa, if you're taking a sell and it goes the opposite way, it's just gonna keep going that direction. So I think I'm gonna create another strategy as well, like a brand new one, where I'm gonna take a trade and then if it goes in the opposite way, like right here, it goes negative like 1,000 pips, I'll just flip the position the other way and recoup that loss basically.
Mm.
Because I looked at it and that's exactly how it moves, like literally. Like right here, if you were to take like this sell and then it ends up going up here negative, which it doesn't, just goes in that direction. It goes crazy. That seems like the sweet spot range for US 30, 1,000 pips. Once it passes 1,000 pips in the negative, it's gonna keep going in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something I'm gonna look at. But yeah, so I guess everyone's here now. So Kyle's here, Bill is here. I guess we can look over the strategy now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's start off with, I can do it over here actually. So basically the way that the strategy works is, I'll just give you the requirements right here. This is I haven't thought of a name for it yet. I'm thinking of one. It's going to have to do something with like double or I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll probably call this like the K2 snipe strategy because it seems like a snipe strategy. So basically for this, first requirement is to confirm a wick rejection off K2 pivot. Second, you're going to confirm wick rejection off K2 SR level or K2 SR zone. And then lastly, you're going to confirm, I'm looking at confirm candle body not within K2 pivot wick rejection. So it's really easy. It's literally just so I'm just gonna put this for US 30 because this is like my main one. I haven't really tested on other stuff yet. So basically for this, and then the TP stop loss, and this is gonna be on the 10-minute. I'll show you the 30-minute later because we figured out something crazy on the 30-minute as well. So this is gonna be the 10-minute. It'll be stop loss TP set at 50 points or 500 pips, whatever people want to count it as. But basically, it's super simple. So first, we turn on the K2SR indicator to get these zones. And basically, we just draw these zones up first so we know where the zones are. And
Sorry about that, guys.
hey, Billy, how's it going, bro? You back?
I'm back.
Nice. Yeah, so Bill, I'm going over the new scalping strategy. Have you been sitting in on the sessions, or have you seen it yet?
I've actually, that's the one thing I want to. I haven't been able to catch it because of the kids, but I sit in on your sessions, something like, but I'm in and out of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over it for you guys right now, because this is what Joey wanted to go over for the most part today. Unless you have other questions, we could go over other stuff, but I think this is the main thing for today.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go over it with you guys because this is really simple. Like I usually do it on the 10-minute because I like to get in and out of the trades quickly. But we noticed that this works really good on the 30-minute as well. So I'll show it on the 10-minute, and then I'll show you on the 30-minute as well. It's the same exact strategy. It's just the only difference would be the TP stop loss. Instead of 500 pips, we'd probably go for something higher, maybe like 1,000 or 1,500. But all right, so like looking at this here on the 10-minute, basically, we want to confirm a wick rejection off the K2 pivot. So going back to, let me just replay this from where I saw an entry. So for example, right here, or actually there's another one right here too. So there's a couple right here actually. So I'll probably use this one first, and then we'll move on to the next one. I'll just go backwards so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at here. So first, we want a rejection off the K2 pivot. So right here, we got that first rejection off the yellow pivot right there. Next up, we want to confirm a rejection. And just a reminder, we're using the K2 pivots indicator, which is the first 4 lines right here. And then we're using the K2 SR indicator to draw the zones. So those are the 2 indicators right there. And let's go back to the strategy right here. So the first requirement is we confirm a wick rejection off the K2 pivot. So right here, we have a rejection off the second pivot, level 2. And second, we confirm a wick rejection off the K2 SR zone. So this counts for like a twofer right here. It's rejecting off the pivot and the zone. So once those 2 requirements are met, you just confirm that the candle body is not within the pivot wick rejection. So right here, the body's like way down here, right? So it's not within the pivot. So everything's pretty much met. Once that happens, you can enter a short position right when it closes for about a 500 pip scalp. So you got that set up right there. You let it run, and there it goes straight to full TP. So that'd be a $500 profit if you're taking a standard lot on FCMO. So you make $500 within like a few minutes, few seconds. I don't know how long it took. So that's pretty much how the strategy works. It's super simple. That's one right there. We have another entry right over here. Pretty much the same thing. Candle rejection off the first pivot right here, level 1, this green pivot, and then a rejection off the zone as well. So we have those 2 rejections right there. The body's not within the wick. And then you do the same thing, enter another short position right here.
What do you mean by the body's not in the wick?
Yo, you took the question out of my mouth, bro.
So you see the body of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the body of the candle. Sorry, I was calling it the wick, but you see the body of the candle.
Yeah.
The body of the candle is not within the wick. Like you see how the pivots cut into the body right here.
Oh, you mean the pivots?
Yeah, the pivots. Yeah, sorry, that's.
Oh, okay, all right. I got you.
So you just got to make sure the pivots don't cut into the body. The body's way down here. Because like, for example, over here, the pivots are cutting into these bodies. So that wouldn't qualify. There goes our GA full TP, 75 pips. All right.
I took that today also.
You take that, bro? Nice. You got
I got out of TP1.
All right, let me just send this update real quick to the group, and then we'll continue on.
Joey. Yo, did you take that?
Nah, dude, I'm off this week, bro.
Yo, that thing shot to like literally TP2 in the same candle today.
Really?
It was so quick. Yeah, it was
literally. It was like whang, and then it started retracing, but literally straight to TP2.
I was tempted. I'd seen it come in, and I was like, maybe I should not. Then I'm like, nah, dude, I'm done for this week, dude. I'm taking a breath.
Nah, listen, man, I feel you, dude. Trust me. Is your account at least still up, or did you?
Nah, I think it was. I forget what day it was. It was recently.
Yeah, I caught up.
I think it was last week.
You know what? At least we know we took an L. We've taken a breather, but we're not gonna give up, right? We can fail however many times. We only gotta win one time.
Facts.
That's it.
No, we're gonna win more than once, bro.
You know what it is? I'm not saying win more than once. I think the simple fact is knowing that we have 30 days, so we have to get in there and make our money. Once you're funded, we could take a trade here, a trade there. You know, it's more of unrushed. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
A
Yeah.
little bit easier.
Yeah, because they gave you 30 days, but in reality, it's not 30 days, bro. Because you don't trade on Sundays or Fridays most of the time, and then you don't trade on the weekends. So they take off like a lot of time if you're just chilling for like all those days. But yeah, so here I'm back at US 30. It's pretty much the same thing again. You know, same requirements. You know, once it's set up, you just let it run, and there's another 500 pips right there. So you'd have locked in 500 pips here, 500 pips here. So that's 1,000 pips right there within a few. How long did this take? It took like about an hour. So an hour, you make about 1,000 pips, and then it's pretty much rinse and repeat, bro. Like once that happens, you just keep doing the same thing, pretty much over and over again.
Oh, where you see that where US 3010 is on the chart,
Right
where where the pivots go through the candles. How long after that happens do you feel like you're ready to start looking for entries?
Well, whenever you see an entry, you can stack them. Like for me, I don't know if you sat in on the session on Monday. I think on Monday, I took like 3 back to back. Like literally I saw 3 appear right next to each other. And I just took standard lot, standard lot, standard lot. I made 1,500 in like 10 minutes, bro.
But I mean, like when the pivot goes through the candle, do you wait for just one candle to clear the pivots? And then you could say, all right, we're going to look for entries.
Well, whenever the requirements are met. So like, you know, obviously from like right here, if this cuts into the pivot, the next one's not going to count because it's going to be in the pivot as well. So you'd probably have to wait like maybe 2 candles for it to like close out.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, because there's usually a little space between each pivot. I mean, between each candle, because if it closes right where the pivot is or above it, the next candle is going to have to, you know, it's going to have to at least get out of it before it creates a new one.
And then chances are you're not going to get an entry until you're out of the pivot zone.
Exactly. Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's really simple. I mean, you can see here, there's not really much to it. It's literally just confirming that it hits, you know, it rejects off the pivot and then it rejects off the structure. So that's pretty much it. Let me see if there's another one here I can probably go over real quick.
Now, if it rejects off the pivot, but it didn't reject off the structure, is there like, are you just waiting for that rejection off the structure?
Well, they have to come out on the same candle. So if it doesn't qualify,
they do.
Candle,
okay.
Yeah. So if it, because what you're trying to look for, that's why I call it the snipe strategy. Because we're waiting for, we're just being patient. You know, it's like fishing. You're just waiting for that big fish to pull you in, and then you know once you catch that, like once you have a vision of that big fish, you just start reeling them in. Like you see that confirmation right there, and that one you just reel it in real quick. And you just catch them by surprise and catch that little scalp right there.
Okay.
So it's super simple. I mean, let me see if there's another one right here. I think this is another one right here. Yeah, here's another one right here. So same exact thing that I was just discussing, you know, confirm the wick rejection off the pivot right here. And then get this. Yeah, confirm the wick rejection off the pivot and then also off the zone. You can see that the body's outside of the pivot right there.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect setup right there. We have the rejection. Actually, this one right here too. There's 2. So you could have taken both of these right here. So rejection off the pivot, rejection off the structure. That's like 1 entry right there for 500 pips right here. Oops, let me get that real quick. 50. And then there's another one right next to it. So literally you can have this one right here. And then you could have a second one for this candle following it because it's fulfilling the same requirement again. So you can take another one right there as well. Another one for about, let's see. Yeah, another 500 pips right there. So if you took both of these trades over here and you just, you know, let them run, they both hit full TP at the same time.
Wow.
So like literally if you took these trades right here, like just from 5:30 a.m. up until, you know, the rest of this over here, you'd have like 2,000 pips within these 2 scalps right here. Super easy.
You don't care that the candle closed in that zone?
No, because when you see the wick rejection off there, the wick is indicating that it's hitting some resistance. So it's rejecting off the pivot, And then if it's at a structure like this, odds are it's going to have a burst of momentum in the opposite direction. That's why we just code for a small scalp, like for 500 pips, just to get in and out like super quick. And then it minimizes risk as well. Cause you know that, like, you'll know that you're only risking $500. So, and you know, the win rate's super high. So it'll be easy for you to get in and out like super quick. And then if you just have, you know, more wins and losses, obviously right here, you see the straight wins, you'd have, you know, 2,000 in profit just from this right here. And then you just pretty much rinse and repeat. I think there's another one right here. So here's another one right here as well. Like, this strategy is crazy simple, bro. Like, I don't know why I never thought about this before, because this is similar to the pivot strategy, except we're not waiting for the confirmation, like for that signal, right? Because I noticed that when you wait for the signal, sometimes it comes too late. It comes too late, and you kind of get caught in some like reversal or some pullback. Let's see if this one right here fits. No, this wouldn't fit. I mean, technically this might have fit, but I probably wouldn't take it because it's just too risky.
Oh, so looking at that, it can be above or in between two pivots, and you would take it?
Yeah, it just has to reject off any pivot because it's going to indicate that. Yeah, it's just going to indicate that price is going to be going in that direction. So obviously, if it's below all the pivots, like below all 4 pivots, or if it's basically if it's below the red pivot, which is the last one, then you can take sells. If it's above it in this direction, you can take buys. So for example, right there, you're taking sells. And then over here, you would be, let me see if I can find something. Yeah, over here, you'd be taking buys because it's above the pivots. So for example, right here, let me see if I can find one that we could possibly take. Yeah, like this one right here. So like this red one right here, it's rejecting off the yellow pivot and the structure right here. So with that right there, you can take a buy position. So you take a long position right here for about 50 pips or 500 pips. And then you let that run. And
hey, Kyle said he's muted.
Oh, let's see, Kyle, let's see. Hey, Kyle, can you talk?
It's my computer, so I got muted.
All good, bro. But yeah, dude, this strategy is crazy. Like this, so I noticed that I've been using it on the 10-minute and it works pretty well. But today we went over all the indices and we did it on the 30-minute, and dude, on the 30-minute, it's like crazy. It's like some shit I've never seen before, bro, for indices.
Really?
Yeah. So like right here, I'll just delete everything. Let me just copy this real quick. I'll just delete everything off here and we'll go on the 30-minute. This actually is the 30 minutes is a lot better because it's like you can literally just set and forget it. But the only problem with 30-minute is that you're gonna be taking on more risk, obviously, right? Because you're gonna be taking bigger positions. But I mean, I might take both. I might take the 30-minute and the 10-minute as well. So I can scalp between it and I can take the bigger positions while I'm at it.
That was another question I had. When you're looking at this, are you looking at other time frames?
Not at all. Well, because I meant it for scalping, so I only use it on the 10-minute. But other people in the group have been using it for on other time frames.
But like, if you go to scalp, are you looking at 4 hour, 1 hour, like to get an idea, or you're just going right into 10 minutes?
Yeah, right into the 10. You just want, since you're scalping, you're only going for those quick movements. You don't really care about what's going on. You don't care what's going on for like the entire day, right? Because you're just trying to get in and out for like within a few minutes, versus you having to watch the chart, for a whole day or whatnot.
Yeah.
So let me see. I'm just gonna finish these zones right here. All right, yeah. So looking right here on the 30-minute, I'm gonna turn this off, and it's pretty much the same thing. So that was the scalping one. This would be on the 30-minute. The difference with this is I haven't figured out the TP stop loss yet. So it's probably going to be either 100 or 1500. But I mean, looking at it here, I think either one would be fine. So like same exact strategy again right here. We have the rejection off this point right here, where price rejects off the pivot right here, the green pivot, and the structure. So with that said right there, we could enter a short position. I still haven't figured out if I want to do the 10-minute, I mean the 1500 or the 1000, but I guess, I mean, I could test the 150.
You can't do 50 though? Is that too small?
On the 30-minute, it's too small because each candle moves
Okay.
at least like, let's see. So this candle moved like, yeah, like 1,500 pips. So the thing is,
wow.
if you were to take that 500 pip move, you can easily get kicked out because, you know, it might pull back on you before it comes in the direction that it's supposed to go. So like for this right here, I would have done, I haven't tested it yet because we just covered it today, but it's probably going to be between 1,500 and 1,000. So if we ran this here, you can see right there, it went straight to TP, like literally straight to TP right there. And then I think we have another entry. Let's see if I can see one real quick. Yeah, we got another one right over here. Same situation. We have the rejection off the pivot and rejection off the K2SR level or zone. With that said right there, we take another short position right here as soon as it closes. And then we ride this down for another 1,500 pips. I mean, if this keeps hitting, if it's super consistent on 1,500, I don't see any reason to just do 1,500 because, you know, it's going to balance out even if you have a loss. So like right there, another full TP.
God damn.
That's why I'm calling it a snipe entry, bro. It's like, it doesn't even, like little to no drawdown because it doesn't even fill until it comes down. And then when it does come down, it ends up dropping like super heavy. So we got that one right there. Another full TP. That's 3,000 pips already, bro, in one day. Today, actually, this morning, from like 1 a.m. up until lunchtime.
God damn.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. I've never seen anything like this, not for indices at least. So like again, right here, same situation. It's the same exact requirement. Rejection off the pivot and rejection off the K2SR zone. Same thing again. Short position right there. About, let's see, 1,500 pips. And then pretty much same thing over and over again. Let it run again. There you go. Straight to TP. So this would have been, let's see, 3,000, 4,500 pips right there. Let's see if there's anything else here. So the problem with, the problem that I was mentioning about with the higher time frames as well is going to be like getting hit with these little fake outs. Well, I probably wouldn't even take this candle right here because of the way that the candle looked, because it's like a spinning top. Like it fits the requirements, but just the way that the candle looks, I probably wouldn't have taken this. I don't know if you would have taken this from your experience, but I probably wouldn't take it because this usually indicates a reversal pattern. It means that price will either shoot up or shoot down. I think it's called like a spinning top or something, or a doji candle. But it's a reversal candle. So I wouldn't want to take this because, you know, with that said, it probably is going to come down. And I think that's what happened here. Yeah, it ended up going down. So I wouldn't have taken that candle right there. But going back over here and just looking back at the other ones, like we have another one right here as well. Here's Billy. Hey, Billy, could you hear me? Hey, Billy, I muted you. I'm trying to see if you can hear me. I think you raised your hand, right? I think Billy might be muted. But yeah, so I was mentioning right here, Joey, like again, right here, there's another entry where we have the rejection off this point. There's actually two entries right here. So we have this one right here where it rejects off this point. And if we were to enter a short position right here for 1,500 pips.
If you've seen that the green candle right before the red one.
Yeah.
And you took your entry right after that green one, and then you see the red one, would you double up?
There's no entry right here on this green one because it doesn't touch.
Oh, there isn't?
Yeah.
I thought it hit. Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's a little bit of
close.
it looks like it, yeah. But there's another one right here though, this red one.
Oh, okay.
We actually have two entries right here as well, one right here and one right here. If I was to take these two, if I'm doing the 30-minute, I might not stack the positions, bro, because this is too risky. If I'm risking like 3,000 pips, you know, for two going in the same direction, it's kind of risky. I think I'd have to build my confidence with this first before I actually do it. But I don't know. Let's see if it plays out. Yeah, so this actually hits stop loss. So this is what I was talking about. So 1,500 pips might be too wide. That's why I'm thinking maybe 1,000 pips. Because if it was 1,000, it would have hit TP. So I got to figure out the sweet spot. I think we might keep it at 1,000 because I think 1,500 is like way too much, especially if you're trading like an Asia session when it's too slow. Right here is just too slow. This was right in the middle of like smack dab of an Asia session. But if we were to do 1,000 pips, we could literally hit this, and we could hit this one right here as well for, you know, a full TP. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I do the same thing when I'm like back testing. I'm always like adjusting the stop and the TP, like, because like I'll start out and it'd be too tight, and then I'm like, man, if I would have did a little bit more, I would have stayed in all those trades.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking about doing possibly 1,000 pips. But I mean, we'll see. I've seen other traders that like the bigger US 30 traders that are in the game. They usually use 1,000 pip, and they trade exactly how I do. They do 1-to-1 risk reward, and they do 1,000 pips, and it works perfectly fine. So that's probably what I might do. But, you know, obviously I want to do my own testing, see what works, because I could probably figure out something new as well. Yeah. Super easy, bro.
The new strategy, you gotta wait for it to like go through one of the pivots and wick.
Yeah. So basically, basically you want the wick to wick off like one of the pivots. You basically want the wick to reject off the pivot, like right here. So if we were watching this right here, we would have waited for this to wick off the pivot, and then as soon as that happened, we would have been able to take this trade, because you want it to wick off the pivot and wick off the structure, because it's just indicating that we're getting a strong rejection off the pivot and the structure. It's kind of like a double confirmation. If you have a double confirmation, you know, odds are it's probably going to go in the same direction, because you're basically confirming it with two different strategies. We're using the pivot strategy and the K2SR strategy basically combined, and then we're just catching that little move, like that burst of movement to full TP, which is like, if you're scalping it, obviously 500 pips, or if you're doing it from the 30-minute, you can do the same thing as well. But we pretty much looked at the strategy on like all the indexes, and it works the same way for everything. We went down the whole list. I think we went down to the Aussie index, the Spain index, French index, the German DAX, the Japanese Nikkei, Nasdaq 100, SPX, UK 100, US 30. And I think we even looked at a different one. I don't know what happened to it. We had like a Chinese index in here as well, and they all work perfectly fine. So I was like, damn, this is like a gold mine, bro. Like literally a gold mine. Like it's like so accurate that I was thinking I might even just close down the signups for K2 and just focus on this, make a ton of money trading, like just trading, you know, not really teaching people anymore for a bit, because it's just super it's crazy accurate, brother. Like it's so accurate where I'm like, I'm not even want to teach people the strategy.
Bro, you were thinking so hard right there, like.
Because I was like, bro, like yesterday it was, dude. I mean, not yesterday. This morning, I like when we figured this out, I was like, I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like I could literally go crazy lot sizes, and I could like just spend my time trading instead of teaching people, you know, which I don't mind. I like teaching people, but I mean, I don't know. This strategy is crazy, bro. Because I spend most of my day teaching already, anyways. So it's like if I could spend more time just trading than teaching, then I don't know. Maybe that's something I gotta do for a bit, because it's
what
crazy.
If you just live stream your trades? You don't have anybody talk to you, and you just do the same thing, but you're just live streaming your trades.
Yeah. So that might be the first step before I cut everybody off completely. Or what I'm gonna do is so I talked to everyone on the stream this morning. I told them that I'm probably gonna keep it to just the premium members, and then just you know, just so I can teach you guys, because you know obviously you guys are part of K2, so I'd rather teach you guys than like give the secrets out to the public, because there's really no point in me. I mean, aside from me being a nice guy, you know, like
you could do like promo videos, like kind of showing what you could get from signing up, you know?
Yeah, but that's the problem. So if people sign up, I'm gonna have a bunch of mentoring sessions, and I'm not gonna be able to trade.
Oh, true.
So
yeah,
that's kind of why I want to limit the sessions, or like limit the signups, because like honestly, the mentoring sessions are cool, and I like teaching people. But bro, this is like next level. Like, bro, I was thinking about it, like right here, if I could lock in like 5,000 pips a day, like a couple trades, you know, not even that many trades, Like 5,000 pips a day, that's like $5,000 a day. Because you know, if you trade a standard lot on FTMO, it's like $500, or it's $1 per pip. So like 5,000 pips a day times like 4, I'll probably just take off Friday. That's like 20,000 a week.
That's crazy.
And then like times 4, that's like 80,000 a month. And then
that's crazy.
Per year times 12, that's like nearly $1 million, dude.
Bro, that's crazy.
Right? And bro, think about this, dude. If I'm doing this with 3 FTMOs times 3, bro, that's almost 3 mil.
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel you with that.
Yeah. So I'm like,
you're over here live streaming with free people jumping off for free.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, I'm like it's really taking a lot of time out of my day to live stream for free and teach people, which I don't care. Like I do like it, but you know, when this big numbers in my face, I'm like, bro, sometimes I just gotta like step back and do me, you know? Because it's like
100%.
And then even if FTMO takes their cut, you know, 70% of that, I'm still taking home 2 mil. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's kind of why like the people who are in K2, I don't care. I'll teach them. You know, I'm cool teaching them. But like brand new people, probably have to wait. They have to they probably have to see me pull up in my new Lambo first. And I'm like, all right.
Stream from the Lambo.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is awesome. I like this. This is a strategy I'm going to use.
Yeah, and the cool thing with this strategy, dude, is that it's repetitive, bro. Like I went back and I looked at like US 30 data, and it's the same thing every day. It doesn't matter like if it's news day or no news day. It just keeps playing out. Like even right here, I drew these zones just from, you know, this day, and we go back all the way to like the beginning of January. There's like a ton of entries here, bro. Like right here, there's like 3 entries already. We have 1, 2, 3 right here. If we took all these 3 entries back to back, like 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there. Obviously, they all hit TP. So that's like 3 full TPs right there. So 1, 2, 3, actually 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this one up here, 6. But that's 6, 7. I'm just trying to count how many wins we can get from here.
You make $1 million in one day.
Bro, it's crazy. That's like 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 trades right there. That's 50,000 pips, bro. That's $50,000 in like one day.
That's crazy.
In one day, bro. That's I don't know, man. Just thinking about the possibilities, it's like 50,000 a day, and then times 3. That's like 150K a day on freaking training US 30. Because like literally, there's 3 entries right here. Rejects off the structure, off the pivot. Same right here. 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 And these all hit because they go straight up. And yeah, if I'm doing that and I'm doing 3 FTMO counts, like, dude, this is, and it keeps going. Like there's like wins right there, and there's another one right here. Let me see if this hits. Yeah, it hits 2,000 pips. Dude, and this is on freaking, this is in like one day. It's January 6th to January 7th, like New Year's, when people aren't even trading and you don't expect like the market to really move, but you're over here catching all these wins right here.
Damn. You might only need to trade one day a week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, it's crazy. It's literally like, it's a no-brainer to do that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This thing's crazy.
I like it. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy, and I just stick to one pair. You don't have to be worrying about like a million pairs because they all kind of move the same anyways. And it's just I don't know, dude. Like when I first, like when you went over this in the session, I was mind blown, bro. Literally mind blown. Yeah. Again, right here, like we have like, this is on the 3rd, dude. This is like New Year's Day, basically, like when the market first opened. Literally, you could have taken this right here for a full TP, obviously. Another one right here, this next one, full TP. Like there's days where the like crazy hot streaks, bro. Like I don't even know where this shit comes from. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 wins right there. 4 trades. You know, 4 wins, 4 times 1,500. Like, bro, that's 6,000 pips in in one day, January 3rd at night. So this is during Asia session, bro. It's like we don't even trade. Bro, this is at 1,600 hours. Yeah, 1,500 hours.
That's my freaking time.
Bro, you can make some money in Asia session, dude. So we make like 6,000 that day times 3 for like 3 FTMOs, 18,000 a day, 72,000 a week.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Times 3 FTMOs, bro. That's still like just thinking about it, bro. I was like, oh, let me see if there's any trades right now. Actually, let me check the current chart. Yeah, so there's no zones right here right now. I'm just waiting for them to develop some zones down here, but it's
Oh, you can't go to another time frame and bring in the zones?
Yeah, so I haven't done that yet. I mean, maybe we could check, but I just feel like it might be a little too risky doing something like that because I haven't really tested it. I don't want to. Well, it looks like the 1 hour because one of the guys in the group CT, he was looking at he was doing this. So he draws his zones on the 1 hour actually, and then he takes the trades on the 30-minute. So I don't know if this is better or if it's worse. Honestly, I don't know.
Is this so with your strategy on the 30-minute? Is this one, would this be valid as a position to go into on the 30-minute?
If we spot it on the 30-minute?
Yeah, like if you're looking at it right now, because it rejected off that pivot and it's below it.
I saw that too.
So like if it closed like this, would you take a sell position?
Oh, where it is right now?
Yeah, on the 30-minute chart though.
Oh, let me go on the 30-minute. Okay. No, I wouldn't because it'd have to reject off the structure too.
Oh, okay. So you would want it to go back up.
Exactly. Yeah. So the true requirements are wick rejection off the pivot and wick rejection off the SR. So this would be
you could have took it at 12 o'clock then.
Yeah, this one right here. This would be
11 o'clock.
Yeah. So yeah, on the 11 o'clock candle, when it closes at 12 o'clock or like 11:30, you enter right there, full TP.
Damn.
That shit's clean, dude. This shit's so fucking clean, man. I'm so excited, bro.
Tomorrow I'm passing the FTMO challenge. I'm putting a 10 lot.
10 lot on that first one.
Hey, what happened with FTMO? Did they change the lot sizes or something?
Yeah,
what did they change?
Yeah, they changed the symbol. It went from WS30 to now US30 cash, US30 cash, and they just use normal lots now. So it's not a 10 lots anymore. It's just 1 lot.
Oh, all right.
And they take commission on it.
And they take commissions on it, but the commission's not that bad because I've been trading. They only take $4 commission, so I'll make 500 something. They only take $4 off it. I'm like, whatever, take the money, bro. Like, take the money, but let me like close my trade out. I'd rather have that because when you have commission, you have tighter spreads. Because before they had no commission, so you paid the commission through spread. So that's why sometimes it was hard to get out of trades. But now that we're paying commission, it's fine because we're gonna have the tightest spreads. Like the spreads are like 1 or 2 pips, not a big deal.
Yeah, it's only like 1 point I've been seeing.
Yeah, and it's a lot closer to the trading view numbers too, so we can literally just take the trade and we don't have to send out 2 signals anymore.
Yeah, I saw that you weren't sending out FTMO signals anymore.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Man,
that's good because I definitely would have failed. If I didn't fail when I did, because I would have threw the wrong lot size in, it would have been something crazy.
Bro, that happened to me on the other day. Let me see if I have it here. Like that happened to me yesterday, actually, dude. I entered a trade and I closed it so quick because it was spiking. It was going like 300 in profit to 600 negative to like 1,000 in profit. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I took 100 lot because I didn't realize it was I didn't realize they changed it from 10 lot to 1 lot. So I put a 10 lot in like normally. And you add a 0 to that, I was literally taking 100 lot on US30.
Oh my God.
Bro, I had where's my profit right here? Let me see. Because I posted it the other day and I was like, here. Oh, this right here. So you see where it says US30 cash? I took a 10.37 and bro, this is like.
That's 5 pips, dude.
He moved 5 pips, bro, 5 pips. And I hit 611 in profit.
Oh my God. I would have been sweating.
Dude, good thing I closed it like right away, bro. Cause I was like, man, I wasn't even thinking, dude. Wasn't even thinking, but I mean, it's all good. It worked out. So I'm glad it worked out that, cause if it didn't, I probably would have lost my FTMO, dude, my funded account. Cause I would have lost if it hit the daily max loss.
Oh, that's how you lose your account, daily max loss or total loss or whatever.
Yeah, total loss. But total loss is 10K. So I wasn't expecting to lose that because I was in profit already. on that account. But for my daily loss, it's only 5K. So if I forgot about it and I just let it run, I probably would have gone screwed.
So if you say you get funded and your first trade is a 5K loss, you just lose the account and you have to redo it again.
Yeah, exactly. Because your requirements are still there. Like you still have your max daily loss and you have your max, obviously your max loss 10%. But everything else is fine. Like you don't have a profit target anymore. You can make $1 and you'd be like, bro, I want my 70 cents. Like, all right, I'll give you 70 cents. And then reset your account. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not really much to it. The real hard part is just getting funded and kind of staying funded, you know, because once you pass the FTMO, you're pretty much, you have free will. And a lot of people, they get too big-headed once they get the free will. They kind of want to just do everything.
Yeah.
You good?
Hi, guys.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I saw you raise your hand.
I'm crying pain. I ain't do nothing all day at work. And then this moment, I get 2 toes in a row. I'm like, come on. But I'm good now for like the next half hour or so. But I mean, I know it's not going to last that long, but I missed the whole thing with the strategy. I was just screenshotting stuff because I didn't have any voice, so I can go back and look. But one thing I wanted to ask you, does it matter
Mad simple.
Say you're looking for a sell off your scalp, right? And that's the 8 SMA, correct?
What was that, bro? Was that Billy? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said, when you're doing a scalp for like a sell, right? Mm-hmm. That's the 8 EMA you have there, right?
The pivot.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's based off the EMA, but it's a little different. Like the algorithm is a little changed because it moves faster than the EMA.
So one thing I wanted to ask you, so if you're looking for a sell and it bounces off and you get a wick rejection off a green candle, would that still qualify? Or are you looking for a red wick rejection off a pivot for a sell?
It doesn't matter what color it is. It's just it just needs to be a wick rejection. So it could be red or green. I mean, yeah. So like right here we have a red wick. Right here we have a green wick, but they both would have hit full TP. Like right here we have a green wick off the pivot and the structure, and we still would have hit full TP on that one as well.
Gotcha. So it doesn't. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if there's a structure. Like if there's like 3 structures, because I noticed the other one that you took, there was like 4 structures all right, boom, boom, boom. But at the top structure it wicked, and you still took that, and it ended up being a win. So you're just like making sure it wicks off a structure and the pivot, and it doesn't matter however many structures are in the way.
Exactly, it doesn't matter because usually when that happens, if we have a wick rejection off the pivot and the structure, it's gonna indicate that we're gonna have like a huge momentum boost right after that. It's kind of like you're prepping for a breakout. Like you're kind of like identifying a breakout that's about to happen before it happens, and then you just pretty much hop into that trade and you let it run.
You draw me the structures on the 30-minute or on the 4-hour?
You draw them on the time frame that you're trading on. So if you're trading on the 30-minute, you draw them on the 30-minute. If you draw them on the, if you're trading on the 10-minute, then you could draw them. I mean, if you're trading on the 10-minute, then you could draw them on the 10-minute. So it just depends on which time frame you're trading on.
Kyle's about to make like 10,000 tonight. I know damn well.
I just told him I'm taking a 10 off tomorrow.
Kyle just went on FTMR and he's opened a brand new account. He's like, let me get this 100K real quick.
I really did. I swear to God, I did.
Well, you opened up another one?
Yeah.
This guy, you're crazy.
I'm gonna open mine for next week.
Nah, listen, bro. I wish you guys the best of luck. And like I said, I'm still gonna be on the charts looking and practicing. So if I see anything, I'll throw it your way. You guys make the final decision on if you like it or not. But I ain't, like I said, I gotta do my due diligence.
Yeah, bro, take a break, man. Just chill out for a bit.
Take a nap, bro. Get some sleep, dude.
I got home, 1:00 in the morning. I slept. I woke up to straight red, and I didn't even care because I got a solid like 6 hours of sleep. I was so happy.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. You gotta get your sleep in, man.
No, I know.
Yeah, bro. You gotta be like on point. But when you're trading, you can't be sleepy and you can't be thinking about other things. You have to be focused on the chart and you gotta execute, bro. That's the main thing. I think if you get more sleep, bro, you probably would be more relaxed and wouldn't think about it as much.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna definitely practice this strat. That's what I'm gonna go for because I see the potential already. I heard you say something about 3 mil, and I was already like, hold on. I told the customer to be quiet and everything. I needed to hear that. I was like, hold on. When you say 3 mil,
lady. Shut up.
Oh, I heard that. So that's the strategy I'm going for.
That's funny.
So yeah, but yeah, I heard you say also it scared me, man. You can't let us. You can't leave us.
Oh no, for sure. I'm gonna be here for you guys. Like obviously, I'll be here for you guys that are already in K2. It's just like new people, because the people that are in K2 already know how things work. They know that I'm pretty busy. They don't bother me all the time. But when new people join in, like I don't care when people bother me, but the new people, they have like a million questions, and I can't like when I'm asking questions, I can't trade because I'm like my attention is somewhere else.
You know what you should do? I mean, I'm not telling you what you should do.
Oh no, yeah, but go ahead.
Like kind of do like obviously when you get time, maybe like the most frequent asked questions you do and create like a kind of like a thing. So when they send it as a new user, please go over this, and it might have their question that they're looking to ask already. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's funny because I've done that before, and it's funny. Even if I send people that way, they still want to ask me the question. They still come to me because I've had that. I have a whole list, bro, of FAQs, and like either they don't want to read it or they just want to hear it from me. Like they want me to type it out in a instant message and let them know.
But nah, Sean, this question's a little different. Just a little different.
Yeah, they word it different.
Just a little different. I just added a little extra word to it. Yeah, but no, yeah. Thanks for that tip, Billy. But I've definitely looked into that. I've tried to do it, but a lot of people just they feel that confidence when they talk to me, right? They want to get on video with me. They want to get on the session with me. They want to hear me talk. They want to see me in person. So, I mean, I don't mind helping people, but we got this plan ahead of me. I'm trying to make some money off this strategy. So if that's the case, I might have to focus on this for a bit.
That's a no-brainer. Like if you got a chance,
I don't blame you.
150,000 a day. I cancel the YouTube service. YouTube, nope.
You could pay somebody with that kind of money. You could pay somebody to do your live streams for you.
Yeah, I get Jazz in there.
My internet. I don't know if it's my connection or you guys, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you guys now. I like it. Like it was just like choppy for like a few minutes. I wasn't sure. I think it might be my internet connection, guys. Like for some reason, my internet connection gets bad around this time, like late, around 5.
I was gonna say you could always pay Jazz to do it. Say, Jazz, you're taking over.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's funny because like a lot of people want to take over the mentoring, but everyone just wants to get mentored by me. Obviously, it makes sense why people want to get mentored by me, but yeah, I mean, it's just really time consuming, bro. Like as much as I want to help everybody out, it's like I kind of got to help myself out first before I go help all these other people out.
I know. I was laughing about that guy too today, and a YouTube it was like they took UK right inside of an order box. Like, bro, if you know so much, then why are you on this YouTube channel? Go trade.
Exactly right.
You know it all. Then go ahead. What are you looking for these strategies for? If you got it down pat.
Yeah, no, exactly, 100%.
These guys probably. Oh man, but all right. I appreciate it. Like I said, I definitely got my homework to done.
No, definitely. Yeah. So Joey, do you have any other questions? Because I just realized it's 5. I have another session right now. So if you have any other questions,
I'm good.
Y'all good? All right, for sure.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, man.
Yeah, maybe you can just go ahead and practice a bit, and then we could hop on another session like a little later once you get everything down. Because I'm sure you'll have questions once you start applying it.
Yeah. Do we want to set it up Wednesday again?
Yeah, we could do that. So let me see.
Yeah, my question's gonna be how come you do it and you make $5,000, I do it and I lose $5,000.
Trust me, my question too, bro. Don't worry about it.
No, I'll say, listen, thank you, Sean. I'll see you, man.
Yeah, definitely, guys. I'll see you guys next week then.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, bro. I'll catch you guys later.
Later.
All right, see you guys.